You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville, and this is Mostly Local. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? What day is it? Welcome to the Mostly Local Trans-Liberation Society Music and Variety Hour, or Mostly Local for short. We've got a great show for you today. That was The Worsties with Hey Kids. And my software here tells me that was released in 2016. It was not released in 2016. That's the day that the Worsties put all of their stuff on streaming. It was released many years before that, but also many years ahead of its time. I think the message obviously is still very prescient today. And so here we are. We are still, no, it's a little sunnier today. I think the weather might be cracking. We might get some sunny day weather on Mostly Local. I have a couple announcements here of things coming up. Stuff to look out for. We discussed last week on April 4th, we have the Spring Fling Swamp Thing. I have to think about it every time, that Travolta is hosting at the East Room with Snorkeler and Boogie Plus. We have, on April 2nd, we have Together Breakfast with... Who are they with? Together Breakfast with Palo Bray and Merritt Gentile. That is also at the East Room. And Together Breakfast will be on the show. They have a new single coming out. We weren't able to book them until after, but they're still going to come on and talk about that single. And that's going to be a good time. Also in my calendar, for some reason, it says April 1st is Chuck Indigo's birthday. I don't know why. I don't know if that's true, and I don't know why that's in my calendar. But if it is, then happy birthday to Chuck Indigo on April 1st. Also, I'd like to say this weekend, if I may, very quickly pull up something while... Oh, the keyboard's over there. We're going to do this over here. It's going to be fine. This weekend is if you're interested, I don't know if you're interested. This is a show about music, but I have other interests. I do other things. I also like the video games. And this weekend, Multithon is a charity speedrunning event that's happening that is raising some money for Blue Path Service Dogs, which is pretty cool. And if you'd like to learn more about that or see, so there you have it. I think that's it for the announcements. I think that's it. We have a special guest here. I buried the lead a little bit. My guest today is Hannah Cron, who is a contributor to The Scene, a contributor to The Contributor, a contributor to Substack, a contributor to awesomeness in the scene locally, style icon, the list goes on. So I'm going to play a couple of tracks, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to Hannah about the state of music in Nashville, maybe something not so serious. But we'll be right back here on Mostly Local.
I don't wanna be the salt and the sugar, the fruit that is bitter. You expect it to be so sweet. I don't wanna be the fly in the honey, a gray month of Sundays. Life can already be so bleak. Keep it funny, keep it wide. Be the toast of the fry.
names are such. When asked about your favorite music, you say everything but country. You're too much. Just ask the Dutch. Because everybody knows the Dutch have superior taste. And now you're talking and talking and talking and talking. Now you're talking, you're talking, you're talking, you're talking. Now you're talking, you're talking, you're talking, you're talking. Now you're talking, you're talking, you're talking.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I wish you knew how annoying you are. Maybe you already know. You're too much, you're too much, you're too much. You should just shut up. Do you have any idea at all about why you feel so low? You're too much, you're too much, you're too much. And everybody,
Yeah, I think we're gonna lose.
everybody knows. You're too much, you're too much, you're too much. Just shut up. You're too much, you're too much, you're too much. Just shut up. Oh, you're too much, you're too much, you're too much. Just shut up. Oh, you're too much, you're too much, you're too much. Just shut up.
You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville. This is mostly local. That was Snorkeler with You're Too Much. Before that, Joby Riccio with Buzzkill. And WXNA is having a showcase at Dark Matter on Sunday, March 29th, presenting local bands Impediment, Cell Tower, Argus, Superhero, and September. Dark Matter is located at 1111 Dickerson Pike. All proceeds support WXNA, freeform people-powered radio. More information at drkmttrcollective.com. darkmattercollective.com. Welcome to my guest, Hannah Cron. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm very happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you. Tell me about this Joby Riccio song. Why did you pick this?
I love this song. I feel like I haven't always connected with Joby Riccio's music as much as I like to. I feel like she's typically got more of a like granola Americana sound, which I enjoy, but doesn't typically stick with me as long as something with a little bit more of a grit and an edge, which I feel like this song has. And I also feel like just like the point I am in my 20s, this song, I really relate to it.
I didn't hear any granola, so yeah. Yeah, I love a song where life was great at 21, but now I'm 23 and it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes life when you're 21, let me tell you, things are free and easy.
I do think maybe I peaked in college.
How will you ever know? That's the
I'm
thing.
not sure, but I have a fear of it.
We
that I've
can't ever
peaked.
know when we've peaked, right?
Definitely not. It's just it's an anxiety that I have, among many
But
others.
how is that? No, I get it. I get it and agree and substantiate that for me as well. But how is that anything you could ever do anything about? Except being great so that you're not, you know what I mean? To allay your anxiety, you have to be great so that you're not. Do you know what I mean?
None of my anxieties are anything I could do anything about. That's the point. I have an anxiety disorder.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, okay, that's true. We've defined anxiety disorders. That's correct. Okay, well, and pairing that song when you gave me that song, it's like, okay, this will go with the Snorkeler song, who are on the set at the Swamp Thing on the 4th, and the vibe of this song, you know, is the protagonist is having a hard time with the person he's out with because they're talking too much, they're being really annoying, and if anything sums up Nashville audiences for me, it's that song. You're talking too much. Stop doing it. If you're at a show, don't talk. Why are you doing that? Do you know what I mean? How many times have we been at shows where around, like, the show starts and the cacophony of people talking about the salad they had earlier, or they have to take their dog to an appointment tomorrow. It just continues, like, while the artist is playing, and everyone is just, what is the deal? Is that I feel like that's a Nashville thing, almost like excessive, like not, you know, only in Nashville, but excessively in Nashville.
I agree. I think a lot of people here, they appreciate that there are so many shows in Nashville, but I don't think they respect how important it is to the DNA of our city in that way. And maybe they don't understand, like, these people are trying to make a living, and, like, I'm here and I spent my hard-earned money to buy a ticket, and I actually didn't buy that ticket to hear you talk about why your ex-boyfriend is crazy. I bought it to hear the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or literally at the Fontaines DC show I went to at Brooklyn Bowl that was sold out. These dudes were talking about their sandwiches. Full volume through the first 4 songs, because I gave them 3 songs. And by song 4, it was still, oh, the cucumbers were great. You ever had cucumbers on a sandwich? I'm not kidding. In my ear, like, loud. And I can't, my brain doesn't get, yeah, so maybe it is, we live in a city where there's candy bars everywhere, free candy on every corner, and so everybody's like, candy, whatever, candy bar, here's another candy bar, whatever. It's just, I also don't think people recognize how much time and effort and work goes into someone getting up and playing a 20-minute set.
Right.
Like, you don't just roll out of bed and go down and do that. You have years of learning how to play, learning how to write, learning how to sing, learning how to put a set together, learning how to book yourself, learning how to show up on time, learning how to be decent. Hopefully you don't have to learn how to be decent to the sound person. You just do that. But some people have to learn. And none of that is paid. None of that's paid.
No, it's not. And I think something that I've noticed, this is kind of my theory on the matter, is that it's kind of like a post-pandemic side effect. Like, it was bad before, but, like, we spent all that time alone, or at least we were supposed to. And
Yeah,
I
reflecting,
think
yeah.
we forgot self-awareness. Like, no one has, like, they don't understand how loud they are. They don't care what, they're not thinking about other people. It's not that they don't care about other people. It's that they are not thinking about other people. And I think that's just a theory I have about a lot of problems in the world right now, is that we're not thinking about other people.
Something that I thought of, tell me if you think this might work for this issue, is to get together and just find a local sign builder. I'm sure we have a local sign builder here that's cool, and have them make signs for all the clubs that say, please don't talk during the music, and just give them to all the clubs. So they, like, a big sign that would look good.
This could work. I was thinking more of like a guerrilla marketing campaign where, like, we get a group of people to band together, and if you go to a show and someone's talking, you just agree that everyone's going to turn around and stare at them until they stop.
Also very good. Both in tandem would probably solve it.
I think it would work.
Yeah. So that's the deal, everyone. If I can't tell anyone what to do, but I can tell you when I'm going to go to a show next, and someone's yapping when the band comes on, I'm just going to turn around and look at them. That's my contribution. I'm not trying to be rude.
Right.
I'm not trying to mess with anybody's good time, but, like, I'm there to see the show.
And, like, I'm not bothered if you need to turn to your friend and be like, hey, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Or, like, oh, I love this song.
That solo was cool. Yeah, whatever.
You're allowed to, like, talk and react and have feelings, but, like, this is not the time to hash out whatever's going on in your personal life that, to be honest, is not that interesting. And I'm a nosy person, but it is never interesting enough.
Well, I'm glad we've settled that. We've already settled something. We resolved a problem that's a big issue. And
We fixed it.
I look forward to no one ever doing this again. And in the meantime, we'll play a couple more tunes. How does that sound? We'll come back and we'll do some more of this.
Works for me.
Everyone, we're here on Mostly Local with Hannah Cron, and we'll be back in a second.
Let me be your secret stardust, nightcap blondie, midnight suits us well, my darling. Let me be your little sailor, full moon flower, starlight leads us well, my darling. Whisper, lover, don't make a
Welcome back to WXNALP Nashville and Mostly Local. The programming you hear on WXNA is made by people just like you. This station is completely homegrown, featuring nearly 80 DJs from the community, bringing their unique voices and talents to the airwaves. And it's all supported by friends and neighbors whose generosity keeps WXNA going. That's what community radio is all about, and all of us need to chip in for it to work. Do your part and donate now at WXNAFM.org. We just heard Mitski with I'll Change For You. And before that, Scarlet Deering with Sun Kiss off of the underrated album There Is a Moon. Scarlet Deering lived here for a short while in between her interesting forays elsewhere. I think she's in Dallas right now. And I met her while she was here and while she was making that, or right after she made that album. And it's full of delight. It's like delightful, like psychedelic pop with just like, she sings all the harmonies. She plays violin and plays guitar and a bunch of other stuff. And just a unique sound, not something you get a lot of here. And what say you, Hannah, about that Mitski song?
What say me? A highlight for me of her recent work. I typically like her little like pop driven stuff a bit more, but I love this song. It reminds me of like classic literature to me. It feels like she's an unreliable female narrator.
Ooh.
I get kind of Yellow Wallpaper vibes, the Charlotte Perkins Gilman short story.
Which I've told you off air that I haven't read.
You haven't, and I told you that you should.
And I
don't
should,
know how you
okay.
got through high school or college without having to read that, because I feel like that's one of those that's on every syllabus ever.
We were doing Tess of the D'Urberville, and we were doing Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead, which was after Hamlet. So that's
that one is also fun.
Yeah.
But you should read the Yellow Wallpaper.
Yellow Wallpaper.
It's about a woman who is maybe losing her mind.
Oh.
Her husband has kind of quarantined her off to the attic of their house. There is yellow wallpaper up there. She starts to talk to it because she sees faces in it. And she's kind of reckoning with why, if he loved her, he would do this to her, and she's not crazy, etc., etc.
I had a summer like that once after college.
Don't we all?
Stuck in a room talking to the wallpaper.
Yeah. Wallpaper's great. You should talk to it.
No,
See
I
what
don't.
it says back.
No, I don't think the wallpaper was that great. I think the process was necessary for me to come out and go, yeah, had to go talk to some faces for a while.
It's true.
The old post-college come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I find her music really challenging because she's very good. She's very good at using literary techniques, right? And applying them to music. And the part about that is difficult for me is sometimes I won't catch it. I'll just miss it. It'll go way over my head. And then later on I'll go, this whole thing is about like alcoholism or whatever. And I just won't catch it. But
Yeah. My brain has been academically trained to think that way. So, but yeah, I would say that challenging is the best word for Mitski's music. I always think it's good. I don't always automatically like it. It's kind of a grower. And sometimes that's the best stuff, is stuff that you listen to the first time, you're like, I don't know about that. But there's also something about it that keeps you coming back.
Yeah, when you say that, now that I think about it, there's not been a time where I said, where you get that initial, what is this? Like I don't know what I think about this. And it's rare that I'll come out of that and go, no, I don't like it. It's almost always something in there to like.
Right.
Okay, well, let's keep trucking in the interest of getting through all these songs. We got to get through these songs. We got some songs we got to listen to. We're going to play a couple more, and then we'll come back and have another little chat here with Hannah Cron on Mostly Local.
I can't lie, couldn't wait. But it's 8:30, and you're late again. Well, I got those high heels on, and legs straight. And I spent 2 or 3 hours beating my face. So why could you explain? I can't lie, I'm fed up. clap too. I'm your biggest fan, clap for you. I'm your biggest fan. At the rodeo, my face on the spot. And I can't stand watching you in the crowd. That's why I run to you. Run, I run to you. Love you, I love you,
I took her out. It was a Friday night. I wore cologne to get the feeling right. We started making out, and she took off my pants. But then I turned on the TV, and that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and are still more amused by TV shows. What the hell is ADD? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? And later on the drive home, I called her mom from the payphone. She said, oh, it's the cops and your husband's in jail. The steam looks down on side of me, and that's about the time that hung up on me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and are some more amused by prank phone calls. What the hell is call ID? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? And that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23, and you still act like you're in freshman year. What the hell is wrong with me? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? That's about the time that she broke up with me. No one should take themselves so seriously, with many years ahead to fall in line. Why would you wish that on me? I never want to act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? You stay with me. What's my age again? What's my age again?
Welcome back to WXNALP Nashville. This is Mostly Local with me, Hannah Cron. That was Maddie Diaz. What's My Age Again from the album Enema of the Garden State, which I will come back to that. And then before that, Casper Sage covering Dijon's Rodeo Clown. And I want to hit that one first because we were at this show together. It was New Year's Eve when?
23?
23.
It's
Was
been
it
long enough that I
really?
don't remember.
No, that's why I was like 20X. It was,
I kind of had forgotten about that show until you said something. I think 23. That's what I'm
well,
going to go
we'll
with.
just put it on the books as sometime in the past. And when the
Maybe
world
4.
wasn't as bad, maybe
I think it's just a different kind of bad.
it was different kind of bad. But that night was a great show. It was at the East Room, and I remember Wild Love opening because they're power pop and I love power pop. And at a later, this is not related. I'm going to dive into a sub story related to this story. Is that at a different show later on at the Basement, I would go from introducing myself to them to offering to do some photography for them to begging them to let me produce them in the space of like an evening.
I think an evening is generous. It was much faster than that. I had also forgotten about this show, but I think it was all within like 1 5-minute conversation.
And I never told you, but they never got back to me. It's a surprise.
I didn't think they would. I'm really sorry to say.
No, but here's what did it. You know what did it? I know what did it.
What?
We were out before the show. We were sitting out in the patio, and a couple of people that were like doing socials for them came over and was like, "Do you want to be in a video about Wild Love?"
Oh, I remember this.
And I said yes
And
immediately.
I said no.
Because I was excited and maybe a little tipsy, and I dove into that video, and I did the thing. We had just been talking about this, which was they're a band full of dudes, and we had just had this conversation where I was like, when I see a band of 4 dudes get on stage, I just don't care. And I don't mean that as like a derogatory thing. I just mean the amount of times that I see that, especially nowadays, and it's a band that doesn't really have anything to tell me, or it's a band that's just not really, whatever it is they're trying to do, it's like, it's not connecting with me. And we had just had that moment in that venue with a band there that had got and was like, that's a,
Oh my gosh.
remember that band? I don't
yes.
remember what they're called. Like no names being discussed, but it was like a dude band doing dude stuff. And it was like, whatever. So
yeah, it was a bunch of dudes.
I'm filming this video supposedly promoting Wild Love. And I'm like, yeah, they're a band full of dudes, but you know what? They're pretty good.
It's probably
And
not what they're looking for.
I meant that earnestly. I meant that in earnest.
Oh, totally.
And I think maybe they saw that too, and they were like, what's happening here? Anyway, the New Year's Eve show was great. Wild Love played, they destroyed it, and then Casper Sage walks on with a laptop and his guitar, and he says, all right, I'm sorry, everybody, I'm going to bring it way down. And he just goes into this R&B set. It was magical. He played that song, and it felt like time stopped for me in that place. Wasn't it? Did you get that feel? It felt amazing.
I did, and that's not usually my vibes. He was like, I'm going to bring this down, and I was like, okay, like, where are we going with this? I mean, I love some sad stuff, but
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It was amazing.
It was beautiful.
He brought us down in the best way.
It was so good. I went to him up to him afterwards because nobody was talking to him, and I was like, "This is wild." I want to say that was incredible, and he just had this big smile. He's like, "Oh, thank you." Anyway, that was a great show. That's why I played that song, because I've held on to that song specifically ever since then, and I could bring it back. I've even played it on here before already, this station, because I love it. And then I was like, "Oh, Hannah's here." Hannah was there with me.
I was.
Okay.
I forgot.
Let's talk about Maddie Diaz, though.
Let's talk about it.
Tell me, Enema of the Garden State. First of all, being cover of Enema of the State in the style of the Garden State soundtrack. Is that what's happening here?
I think maybe that's the thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's so good.
Tell me why you like it. Tell me why you don't like Blink-182.
I don't like Blink-182. And it's not like a personal, like Blink-182 just does nothing for me. Mm-hmm. Anytime a song of theirs comes on, I'm like, oh, like I can automatically think of 4 ways it could be better.
Of course.
Or like something else that's been done since, or at the same time, but in a better, more interesting way. I think they're very average, and I don't understand the nostalgia fueled love for them. I'm sure that I also like things out of nostalgia that are not very good.
Well, I'll tell you, for an example, this is a product that is very specifically marketed for 15-year-old boys. So if you've
Correct.
never been a 15-year-old boy, that might be part of it.
I have never been a 15-year-old boy, and I have usually disliked 15-year-old boys. on an individual basis, sure, but
Some of them are all right.
as a collective,
Yeah.
I don't think that's humanity at its best.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Blink-182 does nothing for me. I love this cover so much. Like, I'm surprised by how much I like it. It's kind of a symptom of this problem that I have, where sometimes I have to hear a cover of a song first to like understand or like get it. And I think in hearing this Maddie Diaz version of What's My Age Again, I think I understood what the 15-year-old boys got out of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As a 23-year-old woman, like her speaking it to me got like it was equivalent to like Mark Hoppus speaking to the 15-year-old boys.
It's a translator. She translated it for you.
She translated it for me.
That's cool.
And I get it, and I like it. I think it sounds great, and I think it's such a fun and silly idea, and I think we should be more fun and silly as a society.
I agree, and I hate to say it, I think Blink-182 would agree with you too.
Yeah, not that kind of fun and silly.
Not taking your clothes off in public and
I would prefer that they didn't.
yeah. No, that's really cool.
I'm pro clothes.
Yes, as a style icon, you are very pro clothes of a certain type, and I hope you enjoy your newfound boyhood through Maddie Diaz.
Thank you. I think.
No, genuinely, I do. All right. All right. Support for WXNA comes from Vinyl Tap. Located in East Nashville, Vinyl Tap serves up a large selection of beer, cocktails, and vinyl with live music and DJs every night of the week. On the last Friday of the month, March 27th from 7 to midnight, WXNA DJs will be spinning tunes at Vinyl Tap with proceeds supporting the station. More information at vinyltapnashville.com. We're going to get back to the music, and then we're going to get back to the chatting, so stick around.
Freeze. We are the bass cops. We're on a bust. We are the bass cops. You're not a bass cop. Motherfucker. You're not a bass cop. Bass cops dirty, dirty. I'm a bass cop. Listen, hey. Yes, you up. You know you up. You're under bass arrest. What you really want. I play my bass as loud as I want. I play my bass as loud as I want. Boom boom, shake the mofo boom. Faster is better. Bass cops forever.
Faster, that's it, that's right, do it, faster, mother, that's it, that's right, do it,
Harder, deeper,
that's it,
louder, faster, better, forever, motherfucker. Bass cops.
some other dream, numbers have dwindled. And that's okay, because I can do a lot with a little. I can do a lot. I can do a lot. I can do a lot with a little. Yeah. Stop letting them you around. You wouldn't even let them you down. There's no more desire. No more desire in me. There's no more desire in me to be made a fool. No want. No want. No want. No want. No want to be a fool for love. The dream, the boulder, rolled away from the tomb in my heart, and I'm breathing clean air again for the first time since, first time. It is not embarrassing just because something ends. It's not a moral failure. It's not ultimately the end of anything. It's nothing ever ends, really. Nothing ever ends, really. Not everything is a message to you. It's a message for me. Stop decoding. It's not for you. The feelings I'm seeing let me feel in peace. I lost a lot. I get to keep one thing.
All right, here we are. Mostly local, WXNA, LP Nashville, Hannah Cron, our guest. Hello. Tell me about Assignment by Power Snatch, which is what we just heard.
That's the song that we just heard. I'm on board for pretty much anything Hayley Williams does ever.
I didn't know that was her.
You didn't know that was her?
Didn't know. You mentioned that even, and I went over my head completely.
That's her. It's the most hardcore I think she's ever sounded, and typically her like more hardcore leaning songs are my favorites. I think she's so good at it. I mean, she's so good at everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just think this is a super interesting new direction for her. I'm happy to hear her try anything she wants to try. It has yet to suck.
Cool, agreed. I didn't even know that was her. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. And before that, we heard Bass Cops by Jensen Sportag. And my story about that, which I promised you would be brief, was you used to, I don't know if this is a wild concept to you, but you used to hang out places.
Yes.
People used to hang out places.
In the before times.
Yeah. And you would do something like you would go to an early show at like Exit In. I think I played an early show at Exit In is what happened. And you're out by like 7. And you're in
my dream.
But you're in, that area, Elliston, and there's stuff happening. You could go to the Gold Rush. You can go. I went across the street to see what was happening at the end, which the idea of walking around to a venue to see what's in there, right? In this day and age, in other countries maybe where stuff's walkable, you do that and you'd find something cool. But like I walked across the street to see what was happening, and I heard that song coming out of the door, and I went in and I paid my $5, and I saw Jensen Sportag play that song, and it was 2 guys and a stage full of desktop computer equipment, and they made that song happen. It was the coolest thing I'd ever heard, and it stuck in my brain. And then like 20 years later, I was in an acting class, and I got paired up with Austin from Jensen Sportag as my partner. And as soon as I found out, I was like, I'm going to tell you a story about a band. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then I said Bass Cops, and his eyes like went real big. And he's like, we don't talk about that. He's like, that was early for us, man. We're way better now. I'm like, yeah, no, I know. But like, that was my introduction to you. Shout out to Jensen Sportag. So we're running out of time, unfortunately.
Aren't we always?
Yeah. But we have one more song here. I have a song I added called Can't Stop This by Daisha McBride, a.k.a. the Rap Girl, which I love. We also have your final selection for today is...
It's Manch 2 by Wet Leg.
And the reason it's here is because...
I love it. It's so rare to hear a successful double entendre. And this is
know!
a successful double entendre.
But wait, tell me, so break it down for me.
Yes, so mange tout in French literally means to eat all. It's also a particular variety of snow pea, which I just think is hilarious. Mm-hmm. But it also, if you split it up the words correctly, it's man get out.
Yeah.
And both eat all and man get out are the message of the song. I wasn't big on Wet Leg's first record. I'm obsessed with the second one. A lot of people have been listening to this, I think, because of Heated Rivalry, which like rock on. It's a great song, and I think you'll like it.
Oh, is it in Heated Rivalry?
Yes,
Shout out
that's,
to that
that's
thing
the
I
word on
haven't
the
seen
street.
yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Great. Well, we're going to play that to lead us out, but I wanted to thank you for being here and
Thanks.
obviously invite you back in the future.
Anytime. Well, anytime I'm not doing something else.
Of course. Thank you, Hannah. Thanks to the listeners for being here. You can find me at mostlylocal.org. You can email me at claire@mostlylocal.org. You could find me at mostlylocal Nashville on the gram. And that's about it for this week. We will see you again next week. Thanks for being here. Bye, y'all.
Bye.